a great job, like an amazing job singing this song. You're listening to the RM show at VOA Africa. I want to thank everybody who was listening to us right at this moment, right at this minute. And I want to thank those who participated in Access, the convention that we had in Dar es Salaam, the Music in Africa Conference for Collaboration, Exchange, and Showcase, right? So many friends came also from Ghana, some came from Nigeria, some came from the DRC. Like, people just came from all over the place, and it was just unbelievably amazing. And again, I want to go ahead and thank those who made it possible, to come to Access 2023. Such a great event, music in Africa, and the discussion that people were just having, it was just amazing. So many journalists were also there. It was just, this is like one of the Africa's biggest music conference, right? And it happens in Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam, to be more precise. Every year, let me remind everybody that Access offers music professionals from around the world an opportunity to exchange ideas and create new business link, right? And which is amazing that the people that I met there, myself as a journalist, I think it was just a great moment to meet with artists and music makers, beat makers, in the industry, men and women from all over Africa. It was just unbelievable to be there. And again, I want to thank the organizers, those who made it possible, and VOA, Voice of America, to just make it possible for us to attend and meet all these professional in the music industry. It's just times like that we appreciate what we do to get to meet those who make a difference in this great art that's we call music. So I did get an opportunity to speak with the founder, Eddie, who was so kind to give us this interview to tell us a little more about what Access 2023 meant to him and to all the people who came from all over the world. I'm going to let you guys follow some of the discussion, some of the talk that I had with Eddie, and we get right back. George will join us later on to discuss about this, but also to discuss about Thanksgiving, because this is a Thanksgiving week. Let's listen to this conversation with Eddie, the founder of Access 2023.
Access is a music market, bringing together the creatives on the continent, music professionals, and we've got quite a straight agenda, which is we want to see the African music ecosystem developing. We want to see artists being more informed, making the right decisions, protecting their music rights, and essentially being more successful, more sustainable, and that means that they need to be also well informed, well connected. So Access is essentially the platform that is bringing this connection to international music markets, regional markets, bringing a lot of knowledge, experts, and focus on the host country. So we were in Tanzania last year, and yes, you're right. In the past, we've always moved every year.
Right. Yeah.
But as you can imagine, it's also quite an undertaking when you consider also what it takes to organize such an event. So we are back here because we see the value of bringing people again here and build on the success of last year. That's why we see, I think, more people are coming in. We see new partners, and we see that when you do something for a little bit longer, of course, you get results that are a little bit more, I guess, the impact is a little bit more stronger. So that's really why we are back again.
Right. And there's a side of people also say it's more of a Pan-African kind of movement that you want to make sure that African music is well known, well respected. The whole industry is respected worldwide. Is that so?
Yes, I mean it's a movement that is also really looking at celebrating and really pushing the momentum of African music. The dominance of African music has always been known, and we want Africans to be more aware of this and to be more proud of their works and to consume more of the local content. And we realize that needs really a movement, that needs a lot of awareness. We need to make our industry sexy, but to do that we all need to make sure that the industry is functioning, that is well connected, that the professionals are really aware of all the pockets of revenue generation, and that's why Access is really coming. As you can see, here it's really coming with the goal of saying who are the major players, who are the local players, what are their needs, who are the key international players that could be interested in collaborating with Africa. And so here you've got quite a number of businesses, record labels, promoters, publishers, distributors, and they are coming here because they see that this is a platform that connects them also to the African industry, and it's something that has to make sense to them, and that's why we're saying it's a movement that is not only looking at Africans, but also recognizing that Africa exists in a global context, and so we also have to look at Asia, we have to look at the Americas and other parts.
Exactly. Yeah. Someone will say, and I know because since we've been here from the U.S. and we said that you're working constantly and you don't rest. Eddie, what are you trying to achieve, you personally? What's your dream?
Well, I think you have to have a vision, and myself as the director of this social enterprise, I am reiterate the vision. And the vision is that we want to be the best source of information and knowledge and opportunities for Africans. I am a musician as well myself. I'm a producer, so I understand the challenges. And so I look at myself, 10 years ago, or more years ago, and I'm like, what can we do to make sure that the next generation, which is really the future, that they have a better future, they have more opportunities. Access is a tiny drop, consider the context of Africa. But what you're trying to say as well is to say that, and personally, is to say that it can be done. Money is a challenge, but where there is a will, there is a way, right? And I think that's also inspiring other creatives. And I think, 10 years later, I think we're starting to look good. We're inspiring other people come to me. So many young people come to me and they're saying, we really like what you're doing. How do you do it? Because if we multiply these little efforts, that's how we're going to build our space. So I want to be known as that guy who is putting, his all into developing this space. In my very humble way.
Very humble way. We see that, but really doing big things, Eddie. We're really proud of you, and we couldn't. And I know those young people that's coming out today, they're looking up to you because this industry needed more people. As you say, this is just a little drop, but need more people. How so far? This is the beginning of this one, and how do you see it going so far?
Well, it's the morning of the first conference day. We've got a lot of people coming in still. We're still also grappling with a few challenges here and there, but it's a beautiful. It's looking really good. Everyone is in good spirits. It's been raining a lot in Dar es Salaam. The traffic sometimes can be a challenge, but look, man, people are coming out, and they're coming out to exchange, to connect. So I'm very happy to see these little conversations happening, because that's really what it is. Everything that happens, I believe there's a connection. And if Access can provide that little spark.
Why not? Exactly.
Yeah.
Your collaboration with Voice of America, of course, you've been inviting us to come and obviously, we're thinking that you've been happy with us, and we've been happy with you. Any word for that?
Yeah, it's an amazing, and I want to just thank you guys for the work that you're doing, the visibility that you provide when it comes to African music, especially in the diaspora. It's very much needed. Like I said, we need to put the spotlight on African musicians. The industry needs the support. We don't yet have that massive media backing that, for example, the US and other spaces have. And so we need to be reporting more about these things. We need to be shining the light, and VOA really aligns with our vision. We listen, we see everything that you guys are doing, and we are privileged to have you here. So I'm looking very much forward to seeing this continue as Africa goes to its next venue.
Eddie, thank you so much. Let me remind everybody again, you are the Executive Director of Africa in Music Foundation. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck, and we'll be following up everything that you do.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's the Music in Africa Foundation. Yeah, www.musicinafrica.net.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Akaite chakanaka digonese indifarire andi digodo inandi disenge bisai godo bisai sanje mumayamba muanayang mumayamba.
Thank you, Eddie Atiye. Thank you so much. All of those participants and all of those who made these possible. And it was a great time for us to be there. And of course, as you guys can see, and we're happy that all of you guys are following us from around the world. You could see how big Access 2023 was. Let me remind again that the Music in Africa Conference for collaborations, exchange, and showcase, or simply Access, that's what it's called, is the leading Pan-African platform for music industry players to exchange ideas, as you just heard from Eddie, discover new talent, and also accelerate the shaping of a vibrant music sector in Africa. And for those who don't know, because I keep on getting this question, Roger, where is it? Where would you go? When, I mean, how often does Access do this? Well, Access is held in a different African city every year, attracting delegates from across the world, right? The event is spread over 3 days most of the time, offering a dynamic program designed to benefit local and but not just local and local participants, but also visiting delegates who come from all over the world, who typically represent the whole music value chain, including but not limited to music distributors, as I was mentioning earlier, publishers, promoters, bookers, record labels, musicians, and so forth. So I just want you to know, keep following and knowing when is the next Access, because I'm sure Voice of America RM show will be there. The program offers industry talks, keynotes, live performances, networking sessions. That's actually my favorite part, because we get, again, as I was saying at the beginning of this show, that I do and I did get to meet so many people. So did my colleague Heather Maxwell, who I'm probably going to invite here next time to be our guest on this show. There's some pitch sessions, training workshops, exhibition, and collaborative recording spaces for participating artists. Access also offered delegate opportunity to visit key music industry hubs, and the whole city, which is just amazing. Just connecting, showcase to develop, new partnership, and it's just unbelievable. And so many artists that I met there, they were just so happy to be there just to network. This is great. And again, I want to thank everybody who we met there, all the artists who are sending us the music, who will be sending us music, because some of the artists promised that they're going to send us our music, their music, so we can play them on our FM streams or our FM stations. Do not hesitate. If you're listening to me right now and you're an artist, you want to send us your song, do not hesitate to send me your songs so we can play them on our FM streams. My email is rmuntu, M-U-N-T-U, R-M-U-N-T-U, at voanews.com. You can find my email all over social media, all over the internet. You just search for Roger Muntu. You'll find my contact and send me your songs so we can give it to our colleagues at the FM office, and they can place your songs so we can listen to your song on our FM streams. All right. Anyway, great. Thanks again to Mr. Eddie Atier for this great interview. We will continue with some great songs that's making it big on the Billboard 100. This song, Cruel Summer. Yes, Cruel Summer is another song that's actually doing great. We'll listen to it before we get to George, who will be coming to join us later. Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer. Yes, great song. And as you know, it's doing great on the Billboard 100. We were talking about Access 2023. George just joined us. George, this is amazing to see African, music makers take music art at that level, where they get so many, they create, I should say, opportunities to all of those artists, right? I was saying earlier, the opportunities that we saw in this event is that connect with local, regional, or international professionals, develop new partnership. I was talking about it in collaboration, to join an active network of music professionals in the continent. But mainly it's just to promote, like the artists can promote their services, products, and to a wider audience. Because when Access, excuse me, get to invite Voice of America and other media is to promote those artists, work from all over the world, which is amazing.
Yeah, Roger, good evening. I would like to say hi to our viewers in Takoradi, Ghana, in Nigeria, in Dar es Salaam, and in Nairobi, where you just came from, and all over the continent. This is a great opportunity. I mean, I was listening to the interview. First of all,
yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Great interview.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, as Eddie mentioned, the producer, and I think he's the founder.
The founder.
The organizer.
Yes, the
yeah.
founder.
This is a great opportunity for local and great artists to come together and to talk about music,
yes.
and also to promote the music.
Yes.
But guess what? I think one of those issues that are blocking, or the obstacles that are blocking the music industry to move forward is about the barriers. We need to, from Cape Verde to Accra, you don't need a visa. They have to remove all those barriers to, make easy access to artists for everyone. If I would like to go for the music, the access music in Kenya or in Tanzania or South Africa, anywhere in the continent. But first of all, you have to it's kind of a clearance. You have to go together, you have to fight for a visa, and then you have to look for air ticket and those commodities before you travel. So I think
you think that's not helping the artist?
No, it's not. It's not helping at all. It's blocking, because when we come together, look at here. In America, you can, today we are Thanksgiving Eve, right? You can move from today. People are traveling by road, by plane, by boat, from one place to another without a passport. You just need to have your ID on you. I think that's the one thing that Africa need to do to help entrepreneurs, musicians, artists, everybody, and it's coming to leadership level. Head of state, government, they need to work on that and make easy access to music. But it was a great opportunity.
It's amazing you saying this, because just 2 weeks ago when I was in Nairobi, because I started in Nairobi before going to Dar es Salaam, but I was in Nairobi, and at the end of the day, after coming from Voice of America office, by the way, there's a beautiful office of Voice of America in Nairobi. That's when Mariama, our colleague Diallo, is the chief bureau.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw her there.
Yeah.
She says hello to all of you guys.
Very good. Okay.
She was amazing.
Mariama
Diallo really was welcomed us. But I was coming from the office, and then I went back to my hotel, and as I was sitting in my hotel, I turned the TV on. The president of the country where I was in Kenya went on TV and say, from now on, no more visa for Africans to come to my country.
There you go. You see? So
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, that's it.
I was like, whoa.
I mean, that's a great decision, because if we need to grow, we need to come together. And to come together.
But do you think that business-wise, that's also a good idea?
Yes. At every level of the business market, we need to come together. We need to remove barriers. I think the president of Kenya, I think he's Ruto, Mr. Ruto.
Mr. Ruto is the one.
Yeah,
Mr.
he's
Ruto.
the one who said that. And also the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, he said you don't need to have a visa to go to visit Rwanda. Those are kind of decisions that we need and artists need, because if you are artists, you live in America, you want to go for access music, go to inspire those living on the continent. They don't have opportunity to come out, to go to US, to come to the US, to go to Europe, or to go to Germany. You need a visa to go to Kenya, to go to Rwanda, to go to. It's good for people coming from outside, but people moving from one state on the continent to another, they don't need a visa. They really don't need the visa.
I see that working in Europe, for instance.
Yeah, exactly.
An artist can leave France, going
Yeah.
to Italy,
European
leave
Union.
Italy, go
EU.
to Lisboa, leave Lisboa,
Yeah,
go
EU,
to
European Union.
yeah.
Here,
So
as I say,
artists
here
can-
in the
so
United
that's been
States.
helping
Yeah.
artists even though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a great interview, and just reminded me that another event that was organized recently in Rwanda, Kigali, Trace Music Award. I saw all those talent, Namsebo from
Yeah,
South
yeah,
Africa,
Namsebo was there.
Rosalind Layo from Ivory
Yeah.
Coast, and that young lady from Nigeria, Angelique Kidjo.
Kidjo was there,
they
yeah.
were all there,
Yeah, all those
Togo,
people,
and
right.
yeah. That's it. We need to come together. And Roger, I would like to say that if the music industry is moving, it's making progress.
Yeah.
But on the other segment, movies, the movie industries still have a long way to go.
Why?
Because
I thought the movie industry also have developed as well.
not everywhere. Some some countries are making progress. But what we must do in Africa, what they're doing visual content. It's like audio visual content, something that can play on YouTube, on TV. But when it's come to real movie, it takes a long time to produce, and it costs money. So that's why the movie industry in Africa is not.
So you think the movie industry still need help?
Yes, big help.
we will bring Azuma Compaore.
Yes,
He's a movie
Blanche
maker. And Blanche Sanu. They'll tell us more about
Kaore,
that.
yeah.
Thank you, George. But let's get back to with Thanksgiving. This week, it's all about Thanksgiving in the U.S. Here in the United States, as we know, Thanksgiving is often traced back to the early 17th century when the English, as you know, Pilgrims and Native American came together for a harvest feast, right, in Plymouth, Massachusetts. That was in 1621. When the Pilgrims, who were early European settlers, right, held a 3-day feast to express gratitude for a bountiful harvest and the help they received from, Indian people at that time, which became, pretty much a tradition and
That we carry on today.
that we carry on today. So even if any diaspora, the African diaspora celebrated, the Hispanic diaspora celebrated, Americans. That's all it is. So what do you think? And this, what do you think about that Thanksgiving itself for you?
For me, personally, this is a personal story.
Yeah, I like
this
the
is
personal stories.
Yeah, this is the holiday that I like the most in
Really?
America because by the name Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
we have been working so hard during the year, and at the end of the year, I think it is very important to come together and to say and think about. Okay, we need to thank someone, the Almighty. We do that, and Thanksgiving is not only celebrated in the U.S. today; it's a worldwide. Even the Black Friday market is exporting, is expanding.
Wow.
They
It's
celebrate.
expanding
They
that
do
much. That's
Black
amazing.
Friday in America, in US, in Europe, even in Africa.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, thanks.
Teaching me.
In Africa, people are celebrating. They do celebrate Thanksgiving. You know why? Because of the diaspora, the African diaspora that migrated early here in the 80s,
Yes.
and then they going back. So they kept
they-
that
they took
tradition
it
with
with
them.
them in
They
those
take with them that
discussions.
kind
Okay.
of tradition. It's very good, Roger. We have to be thankful to the U.S. first, and also to our local communities, because here, no matter what we do in America, we have to give back to our community. If you remember, President Obama used to say, community service is important. And you know that better than me. You went to school here. When you go to school here, before you graduate in high school, you have to do your community service.
It is a must.
So we have to give back. I can, for instance, my kids, they are in the high school, and they were like, Daddy, we need to. They ask us to do our community service before we graduate next year. I said, yes, that's very important because you belong to a community. You're coming from your family, your father's family, dad and mom, but you belong to a community, and you have to give back to that community before you graduate. And this is a gratitude. Thanksgiving is not about celebrating, getting together, eating food. It's about also, as I said, giving back to our community, giving back to our employers, because we are fortunate today at VOA to have a job. People, when you go around in the city, shops are closing, stores are closing. I can give you one example here. There were big CVS here before COVID. Today, shut down. Yesterday, I was trying to go out and drink coffee with my colleagues for the LP program. They were like, okay, Starbucks. And then I was thinking about Starbucks near C Street in Maryland. I went there, closed for maintenance. And then, I was like, okay, there's one near Dunfam Plaza. I went there, that one, out. Wow. No sign of Starbucks. And banks are closing. So if we are fortunate, we are sitting here talking and doing this great show, we need to thank somebody. VOA, our employer, and also at high level, our managers, everybody. No matter what, things happen, but we are fortunate. So this is time of gratitude, and this time to give back, to say thank for the gratitude for the job that we still have.
Right.
Yeah. So it's all about this. And in Africa, if I can extend the celebration, they do have a Thanksgiving, but different kind of Thanksgiving. Because when you go to the village, I grew up in the village, okay? People,
how do they celebrate in the village?
It's harvest. After they finish, farming,
Yes.
November, December.
Yes.
Nobody is going to the farm. They stay in the village and they have a big holiday. It could be before. Most of the time it's either before Christmas or after Christmas. So people stay together in the village. They cook and they celebrate. They eat. That's another way to say thanks.
Of course.
Thanks
of course.
to,
That's a different way of celebrating.
Because of the harvest.
Yeah.
Either it was good or bad. If it's bad, they're going to pray for the next harvest to be good. But if it's good, they thank God.
They thank God. Right.
Everybody.
Now, the modern celebration of Thanksgiving involves families and friends gathering for a special meal. You mentioned the village. Usually here it's centered around a roasted turkey, right?
Yeah.
Other traditional dishes, including stuffing here in the United States at least, cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, and pumpkin pie, and you name it. It's time for people then to express gratitude, as you're mentioning, for the blessing and good fortune in their lives. But how does the Sagnon family celebrate this holiday?
A great question. I was just about to say that. Last night I pulled out from the fridge the turkey, the Sagnon's family turkey. So after the show, I'm going to go and marine the turkey, prepare the turkey and put in the bowl, wait until tomorrow. Then we can put in the oven and cook. But we also carry our tradition, African tradition. We are American, we are grateful to this great country, but we also have a tradition, the African tradition we carry on here. So we're going to have a turkey in the meal, and also we will have a chicken, and of course our regular pondu will be on the side.
Like the regular
cassava leaves, for those who doesn't know pondu, cassava leaves or sakasaka, I think it had different names in Rwanda and in Burundi. So we're going to have that in the meal, and also we're going to invite some close friends to come together and eat and share the food with them. Your friend Jean Paul were like, Papa, turkey. I want honey. Honey means what? Peanut butter. He loves so much peanut butter sauce. So the mom will cook peanut butter sauce and also have the turkey.
The kids are ready.
Yeah, they're ready. Salad, and also we will make some puff on the side.
Oh, yeah, nice.
The one you call African donut?
Yeah,
it's like a donut.
You made it for us here before. You brought it here before.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, this is great. I like the when you talk about the community service part, because it's really big. It's really big. I've seen that also many communities, engaging in charitable activities and during Thanksgiving, and I've seen people like doing those food drives and volunteering.
Right.
It really emphasize that whole idea about giving back and helping those in need, during the holiday season. It's really nice.
Yeah, and one thing I didn't mention, Roger, this is the time of the year that they, everybody can, have something to eat. The less fortunate are getting food. In the community, people are giving food for homeless people, the less fortunate people, those who are not working, but they need food.
Right.
So I saw President Biden recently serving food for the needy people. So it's not about celebrating, about as we said, coming together, trying to share with those who are less fortunate.
Yeah. Very, very important. I think there's definitely a future in Thanksgiving because it continues. It's getting bigger and bigger. The idea behind that is not even just religious, as you were saying.
Right.
It's beyond that, and the future of Thanksgiving celebration. I guess we'll see it growing and growing because it emphasizes on inclusivity, people being inclusive, and sustainability, and also incorporating diverse cultural kind of elements, which is really important for society that we live in today. Sometimes separated by torn apart by wars and divisions and tribalism, as we know in so many places. So it's a good thing. Thank you so much, George, man.
Yeah, before I leave.
Before you leave,
I know you just came from Africa.
Yes.
How the Mutus family is trying to celebrate. I know. I went to the farm, okay?
Yeah.
I went to the farm to get some African pepper.
Yeah.
That was from southern Maryland.
Yes.
But you've been traveling. Congo and then Kenya and Tanzania. But tomorrow, how are you going to celebrate?
Tomorrow I'm celebrate, mine is really simple and easy. See, because I'm married to an American girl, so everything is American simple here. So it's pumpkin pie, it's nothing to do with pili pili farm. No, it's just mashed potatoes. It's the American way. Cranberry sauce is all of that. That's how we're gonna do it at my house.
That's good. By the way, I have a pumpkin pie too.
You see,
I like the apple pumpkin, the apple pie. Apple
that's
pie
great.
Really good. Yeah.
Thank you, George. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all
you too,
the
my
best.
brother.
All
You
right,
too. Thank you.
Fast Car is the next song. You're listening to the RM show at VOA Africa. We will be listening to Fast Car. The song that was actually sung first by Tracy Chapman is also making it big again now by another artist, and we'll talk about it. Fast Car.
this car? Is it fast enough?
You Got a Fast Car. Fast Car, a great song. This amazing song. That was first song by Tracy Chapman, released in 1988. Which is a folk song that tells the story, of the working class couple trying to escape the cycle of poverty. That was back in 1988, but this song was also remade by Luke Combs, who's a country music singer and songwriter known for songs like Hurricane, When It Rains, It Pours, and Beautiful Crazy. I guess he has been, I don't know if he has been making new songs lately, but this song at least is an amazing song that he released, and that's also standing on the Billboard 100. I want to thank the Krinda family who's listening to us on the road to us in Tema in Ghana, and thank you so much to the Pizzella family listening to us in Zambia every night. If you are listening to us in Zambia, we want to thank you so much. If you listen to us in Ghana, I want to thank you so much. So many of you guys listen to us. Don't forget, you can always send me a message on WhatsApp at +1 703 350 3731. Again, it's +1 703 350 3731. If you want to be a guest on our show, hey, listen. RM Show is your show. There's no problem at all. We'll be more than happy to welcome you in this show so you can talk about anything you want. This is the RM Show at Voice of America in Washington, D.C. We're listening to amazing song right now. After Fast Car, we're listening to Paint the Town Red.
Ijili
Great song, yes, Paint the Town Red. This song by artist Doja Cat, whose real name is really Amala Ratna Zandali Dlamini from LA, Los Angeles. She is a rapper, she's a singer, she's a songwriter, she does it all. She's really versatile, when it comes to her style. She incorporates so many elements in her music, of course, pop, R&B, rap, electronic music. She actually gained initial recognition in 2018 with her viral hit single "Moo," which garnered attention for its amazing, and really she does a lot of humor in her music video as well, and people really tend to love that. However, it was her second studio album, Hot Pink, released in 2019, that propelled her to mainstream success. The album featured the charts, topping single "Say So," which is one of the songs that we play so many times here in the RM show, which became also a viral sensation on the social media platform, that you guys use a lot, all those big ones, but also topped the Billboard Hot 100. Prior to her breaking through, she also made it big for the other studio album called Amala in 2018. We will land now with this song called Snooze.
It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold.
Great song, of course, Snooze. We will be saying goodbye tonight. I want to thank all of those who stay tuned, listening to the RM show every week. I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Please join me on my social media. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and send me a message. Say, Roger, I'll listen to you every Wednesday and every Friday at VOA Africa. Please don't go, but we have to go because it's nighttime right now. I want to thank our colleague Nelson, Nick, and George for putting this show together. Please don't go, and I gotta go because I have to go to sleep as well. Happy Thanksgiving to all of those who listen to us in America and all over the world. I can all tell you, God bless. Peace, Africa.
Peace.